Hello everybody, Mr. Storm here, and welcome back to Transport Fever. In the last episode, we worked on setting up a new bus route that connected 4 cities. Well, one of the cities was already connected to a bus route, but it got connected to a new one. And that is Dol Guldur, over here, to Midgar, to Mali City, to Vice City, down here. So we built all the tram lines, at least the initial tram lines, and then we set up a bus route that runs between all these cities to begin creating demand between those cities and to begin getting these cities to grow on their own. So that's good. And also the hope is that, as we connect more and more passenger routes here, we'll get more and more passenger demand, which will increase ridership and everything, and we'll start making some more money. So what I went ahead and did is I ran the game forward by about a year, I think. We're in January of 1855 right now. And in 1854, we actually made a profit. Without, having spent any money on building anything, we made 6K profit, which is not a ton, but it's numbers in the green, which are good. So if we take a look at our lines, right now the bus route, the new bus route, it's not making a lot of money, but it is carrying 49 of 96 passengers, so that will be hopefully making money soon. The bus line that connects Midgar, Ori, and Sandoria is running full at 80 passengers, making 71K per year on average. And the train is still not running full. It's still running about half, but it is making profit. Once the passenger numbers on the train come up, then that'll make a lot more profit. We also have the tram at Ori and the tram at Sandoria are also making money. So that is good as well. So all these numbers should result in making total profit per year. And once our intercity bus line here gets profitable, then we should be good. Yeah, that passenger numbers are coming up pretty nice. The other thing that I did off screen is I set up all of the bus and tram routes for automatic replacement, because the vehicles on a line will suffer wear and tear over time, and they become more expensive as they get older because they're harder to maintain. And so at some point they have to be replaced. So I have set up automatic replacement there. I usually don't set up automatic replacement for trains. The game will tell us when a train needs to be replaced, but usually the train is going to get upgraded well before it's going to reach its at the end of its service life. At least, that's my experience anyway. But as we end up later in the game, we may reach a point where we have trains running that don't necessarily get upgraded. So think about that. Now, what we need to do next is we need to set up... Oh, I need to turn that off. So that's always a bit annoying. We need to get train lines set up between Dol Guldur, Midgar, Mali City, and Vice City to hopefully get demand on the trains going. And I think what we're going to do first is we're going to run a line from Midgar to Mali City to Vice City. Oh, I didn't change the autosave interval, but it should be alright. And then we'll add Dol Guldur in later, because that's going to be fairly expensive to get a station over there and to get a train, or at least get the tracks over there, because what I probably would want to do, or need to do at some point, is cut a tunnel through the hill, which is going to be pricey. Alright, well, we already have the station here, so you don't need to worry about building a station there, so we're going to need to build a station over here somewhere. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go with a 2-track, 200-meter station, And we're probably going to want to put it near that tram station right there. So this is probably a good spot to go ahead and do it. Flip it around. I think we can just keep the station straight. Yeah. That should work perfectly. I don't think I need end street connections. I don't think I need anything else. Let's drop it in. Alright, now I need to put the diamond junctions on the ends. Come out here about 7K. Make sure it's level, which it is level. Perfectly level. There we go. All right, add one in over here. Now, I do have the ability to take out, I think, 2 million more in loans, which I may need for the actual trains themselves. So I'm going to try and avoid taking those loans out to build the stations and the track. But okay, so the train, the passenger train is almost full. So that's starting to make some pretty good money. All right, this is going to be a terminus station, or do we want to have it be able to go through? We could end up building a bridge. That would be a very expensive bridge. But I may want to have it remain a possibility. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to slide the station. We're going to slide the station in here. Catchment will cover the tram stop. Yes. Drop it. Good. Now, we don't have a lot of money here in the bank. I'm gonna have to take a loan out to get the track built. I did not necessarily want to do that, but all right, let's bring that to the bring that flat. Flat and straight. Coming out of the stations. Diamond Junction. It's not always necessary to do that, but I just like to have it in place, just make sure I have the options. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the contour lines, which lets me know exactly how the terrain is kind of undulating here. Alright, I want to let this kind of cycle on its own. Alright. I want to avoid, I think I mentioned before, large fills or cuts, because that costs money. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to bring the train line along the coast here. I think at some point we are going to have to do some cutting because there are limits as to how much the train can grade. Alright, let's see what it looks like coming through here. Yikers. Okay, so let's see, I want it to come through here. Let me actually just connect it in, let the game say, how is that going to work? It's going to be expensive to do it like that because we have a really nasty cut, but I can raise and lower it like that. 111,000. I'll take it. Okay, so now we need to do the second line. Which is not going to be cheap either. Alright, that should be alright. Now I just need to connect this station to that station. Which means we're going to have a road we need to go over. And the AI just decided to build a road here. Stop it. We'll get a road built there for you at some point. I mean, that almost seems like a straight shot. I mean, let me just... it is going to elevate somewhat. What happens if I flex it a little bit? It would do a level crossing there. I don't want to do that much bridge. Alright, so what I need to do is I need to get this down to the surface as fast as possible. And that seems like the quickest that's going to happen. Alright, let's see. What if I just went ahead and just made an embankment? 344,000. Okay. That wood trellis is going to be 178, but it only gets 60 kilometers an hour, which is not quick. We could bump it up to a different bridge type. No, we wouldn't be going for that. Let's see. That's dark stone bridge. That's not bad. Other options? Light stone bridge. That's not bad either. We have iron girder bridge. See, this is only 90. Let's see, the iron girder bridge will get us to 120, but we can't afford it. We have the iron plate bridge. And then we have the various brick versions. I kind of like that. But I'm probably going to have to take out another set of loan to be able to afford this. I'm not sure we're going to be able to afford to even put a train on here. All right. We'll head out to this point. Okay, how do I want to handle this? Is this going to be a level crossing? And then how does it look? There's a pretty sizable dip there. Alright, here's what we're going to do. Destroy the road. Get the road out of the way. We'll get it back in place. We'll get it back in place. Alright, 53,000. That looks good. And then... another 50k. There we go. The train's all there. Now we just need to deal with the road. Let's see. Can I make a bridge? I can make a bridge. Not really. It still says it's going to collide. The angle's too severe. What if I were to make a bridge at not quite as severe an angle? $80K, $92K. I think we'll just go with the cheap bridge. Alright, and we'll have to back this up a bit. Kind of do a little bit of a swan neck there. Knock that back a tad. Swing you over there. There we go. It'll work. Okay, now here's the slight issue. I can't put a train on this line from this depot. I either have to build a second depot or do some clever bit of tracking to get this to work. Let me see. If I went ahead and put a track, it came like this. Right, and we put a double slip on that switch, which lets the train go either direction. We would need to throw an extra signal on here, probably. And then I could run connections like that. And then I should be able to get trains from that depot onto this line. Now, the interesting thing is going to be, we're going to also need, like, this to come like that. Or come under this bridge. Something like this. Come under that bridge. Yeah, I think we would have to come under that bridge, and then we would have to do a fairly severe turn. I'm not going to build it now. Well, we might have to rework this whole thing once we add Dol Guldur into the equation. But let's go ahead and create the line for now. No, we need to use this. Line manager, new line. We'll go with this green color. Train passenger. This is going to be Vice City to Mali City to Midgar. Alright, and they're going to go here. I'm setting it up this way because it'll let me add in Dol Guldur later in a much easier way. And then we'll bring you back here to there. Oh, I haven't put any signals on this yet. Okay. That's why things are not doing what they're supposed to do there. Alright. No problem. As soon as I put some signals on there, that's when it's going to sort itself out, and it'll be fine. And we're going to do some moving blocks there and right around here. So it basically allows, you know, if there's like two trains behind each other, as the train clears a signal, let the next train move up to the next signal. It shouldn't really be a problem, but I'm just kind of planning for, you know, all potential eventualities. Alright, and do I want to put a moving block in here somewhere? Probably right around this bridge. Just, get a signal in there. That ought to work. Okay, so... Oh, I want to actually keep that up. We're only using one terminal. At least at the moment, we're only using one terminal. We will use both later. And here, we want... Let's see. Yeah, I want number 4 to be on terminal 2. There we go. Another autosave. Alright. We can turn those lines off now. So, let's go ahead and see if I can get trains on here. I'm going to have to take the rest of the loan. Let me see, what was our financial... Yeah, we're losing money because we're spending it. Alright. So, buy trains. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to get the 440 American. We're going to put 2 Cracker Box cars on there. And the caboose, which costs nothing. It's just a cosmetic thing. I want to see if I can duplicate the train, and no, I do not have anywhere near enough money. Alright, well then go ahead and get on that line. Just so that you can start moving some passengers. Okay. The bus line, Dulgaldor, Midgar, Mali City, Vice City is making a profit. The train, Midgar or Sandoria, is almost running full. Is making 400,000 per year profit. This is not making any profit yet because we've just put a train on it. And we now have the Midgar tram is making a profit. Good. So this should just be a matter of waiting. Now, do we want to put colors on some of these trains? And we can also name the individual trains. The trains have a name. We can actually change the name. So I'm willing to take suggestions for train names as well. I'm not sure I would name an individual bus, though it is possible to name... that's a person. I can change a person's name. Road Vehicle 12. I can change that vehicle's name. Alright, let's take a look at the cities. Midgar is coming along. Aurai's looking good. Yeah, let's see. It's gonna cost... Let's see, it's what's like 400,000 for the locomotive? 425k for the locomotive. The two Cracker Box cars are going to cost us over 700,000. So we probably need somewhere around 1.5 million. To be able to add a second train of that line. So we're gonna have to hope that we can bring in that kind of cash. See, this is gonna have a 10-minute frequency, which is not good. But it's something, at least. So it will begin moving passengers. It's already got 2 passengers on it. Where is it? We can ride it. Yeah, because we kind of really can't do much at the moment until we get some more money in the bank. And we're actually not going to be paying off that loan for quite a while. Because it tends to be that the interest that you're paying on the loan is not really all that much compared to hopefully how much money we'll be making. And it's better to invest all profits that we get back into our company here and get more stuff built than it is to try to pay down that loan. We will eventually want to pay it off at some point. But the primary goal here is to just get more stuff built. Get more trains on these lines, move more passengers, and potentially start up building a freight service. Decide what it is we're going to do for freight. Most likely something simple to start with. Let's see, we're up to 42. This thing should be able to do 80. That's kilometers per hour, not miles per hour. 80 is around 50-ish, I think. Something like that. And you can see we have a bit of waviness in the track here because we were avoiding doing a lot of grade work in order to try to keep this track somewhat cheap. It does mean it might cost us some speed because the trains do like being on flat rather than going up and down like this. But it looks like we are holding speed pretty good. 64. 65. We're getting close to 70. We're probably not going to hit 80 by the time we reach the next station. I think we are on a slight incline here. Alright, and here we are coming into Vice City Station. We already have passengers sitting here waiting because there's already a demand for passengers to go back and forth between these cities because of the bus line we have. So as soon as the train station was available, passengers are already moving on to it. Alright. And then one thing we may eventually do here is try to get a bridge built, but I'm not entirely sure that's going to happen. It's going to be pricey if we do it. It's going to cost millions of dollars to build that bridge. But it may be a fairly ambitious project at some point if we want to have a line running out here to you know, Coney City, or Floston, or Gotham City, or Costa del Sol over there. We are probably going to want a bridge across here so they can get a train line that runs around this this island past Kakariko Village to get over into this area of the map. But we just need to get the money to come in. Make it $593,000 on the train. It's running full. That's running full. That's almost full. So yeah, it's just a matter of sitting here and letting time fly. But I think we're at the end of the episode here with the autosave running. So what we'll go ahead and do is pause here. I may run things forward a little bit. I'm not sure exactly how much I will want to do it to get some money to come in. And then we will see about potentially getting our train line extended out to Dol Guldur. Or we could potentially see about perhaps extending our line from Sandoria here to Gridania or the Citadel. Not sure exactly if I wanted to go this way or that way. I think it might be interesting to do like a coastal loop around the crater here. You know, around this way. all the way out there to connect all this area, but we'll see how it goes. I think we're doing pretty well so far. Alright, yep, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna end the episode here. So, for now, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.